What's going on, guys? Bacon here, and what we're going to do is a quick EA Sports simulation of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's see if EA can get it right. I mean, they did have Anaheim not making the playoffs and Edmonton Oilers making the playoffs this year, so hopefully their simulation engine does better than their predictions, right? So anyway, that's some EA logic right there, but let's see how it goes. We have all the matchups set up, we have all the settings, continuous OT, we have the hardcore simulation, 20 minutes, everything set up perfectly, so we're ready to go. Let's see how the round one goes. Alright, so we've completed round one, and it looks like Colorado edged out the Minnesota Wild in 7 games. I personally think that's going to be a great series, but they got Colorado moving on. Now Chicago, same thing against St. Louis. St. Louis has been in a big slump lately, but if Chicago's healthy, they'll probably take that one, in my opinion, as well. So me and EA are on the same page. Now, they have Dallas beating Anaheim. That's crazy. In 5 games, and San Jose beating LA. Okay. So that was a 6-game series. Let's see what the other side looks like. Boston beating Detroit. God, I hope not. But anyways, they have that happening in 5 games. Same with Montreal beating Tampa Bay. That could be a big upset. I think that might happen too. So 5 games there as well. Pittsburgh beating Columbus, and the Rangers edging out the Philadelphia Flyers in 7 games. So that's what our final 4 matchups look like. Let's see how they turn out. Here they have it now. Colorado Avalanche is taking it to 7 games again and edging out the Chicago Blackhawks. That would be insane. 2-game 7 series in a row. So, and then the biggest surprise, I guess, would be Dallas moving on again. First they edged out the Ducks, and now the San Jose Sharks, who my guess is going to be LA, but they're moving on. They're playing against Colorado. On the other side, we have the Rangers moving on. They beat Pittsburgh in 7 games, and we also had another 7-game series. The Montreal Canadiens beat Boston Bruins. Wow, this is turning out to be a weird matchup. The strongest team seeded-wise currently is the Colorado Avalanche, but let's see how it turns out. Okay, so what we have is the Dallas Stars in 5 games beat the Colorado Avalanche. Isn't that crazy? So they're going up against the Montreal Canadiens. Alright, I don't think anybody would predict this matchup, but they beat the Rangers in 7 games, and now we have a Dallas Stars Montreal Canadiens final. Holy shit. Let's see who takes the cup. Ladies and gentlemen, Montreal fans everywhere, something you might only hear in this video or another EA simulation. The Montreal Canadiens are the Stanley Cup champions in 6 games. That is absolutely insane. They took out the Rangers, the Bruins, as well as the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that is nuts. Let's check the stats on that. Who do we have scoring all the goals? What am I doing? There we go. Okay, so Plekanec, 19 points. Vanek, Gallagher, Galchenyuk, Markov, Eller. So we got guys. Anyway, Plekanec must have stepped up. 19 points in 25 games. Looks like the scoring was even. We don't even have a guy a point a game. Nobody really on fire. Those are good stats, but I mean, if you're going to win the Stanley Cup, you got to have somebody going. And there's the reason why they have the Montreal Canadiens winning the Stanley Cup. 1.64 goals against average. That is nuts. And you know what? If Montreal is going to win the Stanley Cup, Carey Price might need a 1.64 goals against average or better. Anyways, guys, hopefully you liked this. I know all you Leaf fans already clicked this like on this video, but hopefully you can do it for me and change that to a like. Anyways, guys, let me know who you think's going to win the Stanley Cup, and we'll see you soon.